It's 2026, and this is the year that we are going to take control of our chronic pain. Let's dive into some tips and tricks that you can use this year to help manage your pain, change your pain, and live a happier and healthier life. My first and number one tip when living with chronic pain is to educate yourself. And what I mean by this is talk to healthcare providers, find books, find other people who have the same lived experience as you, and educate yourself around the things that research is showing is working, that other people have found is working, that doctors, that physios, that occupational therapists, that anyone that you can really trust is saying. The reason that educating yourself can be so helpful is that there is tons of research that shows us that the more we understand our pain, the better that we are going to feel. Often, if you have more education around your pain, you'll have more strategies, you'll have less fear, and you'll have a better understanding of what works for you specifically. My second tip for helping your pain in 2026 is to focus on safety. When the body feels safe, when the body feels calm, when the body feels relaxed, that is going to help the nervous system overall. And anytime the nervous system feels safe and warm and nourished, the response of the body is going to also be to relax. And so this can be a really great strategy to help with chronic pain. And there are lots of different ways that you can focus on safety. There is a concept by Dr. Lorimer Moseley called DIMS and SIMS. DIMS stands for dangers in me, and SIMS stands for safeties in me. And these can be things that you do, things you see, things you touch, things you smell, you taste. It can be people in your life. It can be the places that you go. And so if you have more SIMS or more safeties in your life and they outweigh your DIMS or dangers, there is more likely to be a response of calm, of relaxation, of safety in the body, and that can help the pain overall. So you can do a bit of an experiment. You can write down the things that you do, the places you go, the people you see, things you hear, touch, feel, smell, all of those different things. You can write them down, and you can write down the things that feel really calm, relaxing, and safe for you. And you can write down the things that feel dangerous or don't feel good to you. And just try and make sure that throughout your days, throughout your time, your year, the whole of 2026, that when you're doing things, you're trying to find more of those SIMs throughout your days than your DIMs. The people that you see, the things you do, all of the different things around you, find those SIMs, find that comfort, find that safety in the body to help change your pain and your experience of your pain. Before I dive further, for people who don't know me or new to this channel, my name is Adriana. I am a trauma-informed physiotherapist and yoga instructor, and I am very passionate about helping people with chronic pain. I work in a chronic pain clinic outside of this YouTube endeavor. And for those people who do not know, I also have a course called Change Your Chronic Pain. And it dives deeper into some of the strategies I'm talking about in this video today, along with many other strategies. It talks about what impacts your pain. It talks about different things that you can do to manage your pain. It has worksheets, it has meditations, it has movement practices, none of which are found on my YouTube channel or in any of my other resources. So if you're interested in looking at that course to helping change your pain, you can find it at the link in my bio. Let's get to my other two strategies to help your pain. My third strategy, and honestly, I think this one is probably the hardest one to do, is to have self-compassion. Having self-compassion really just means not being hard on yourself, not shoulding all over yourself, not assuming that you should feel a certain way. And also, if you do feel a certain way, if you get angry, if you get sad, if you get frustrated around your pain, if you're mad you can't do the things that you used to be able to do or the things you want to be able to do, instead of festering in those feelings, having self-compassion really means just putting your hands on your heart, acknowledging all of those hard and heavy feelings, and just giving yourself support, giving yourself that warm hug, giving yourself what you would love for a friend to give to you, or the things that you would do for your friends. Having self-compassion can go a long way because research actually shows that it helps the nervous system as well. It helps the body feel safe, it helps the body to feel calm, and that can help with chronic pain. And my last strategy for you, which is probably just as hard as having some self-compassion, is also having some acceptance. And you might be thinking, how is acceptance going to change my pain? How is that going to help me this year? And really what acceptance means is, it doesn't mean that you are letting go, that you are giving up, that you are feeling like, well, the pain's here and I'm going to do nothing about it. What acceptance really means is, I accept in this moment that I have pain. I accept in this moment that I might not be happy about the pain, that I might not enjoy the pain, that it might be limiting me in certain ways. And with that acceptance, I still have hope and still have values in my life that I want to continue doing even though I have this pain. And so when you have this acceptance, you're really just finding the things that you value and sticking to those things, doing those things, knowing that if I'm gonna have this pain, I can still do the things that bring me joy, even if I modify it, even if I change it, even if I don't do it as much as I used to, or I do it in a different way, I can still have these things in my life. And when we still do the things we value, even though we have the pain, it really shows our body and shows our nervous system that I am still living. I am still doing something. And so when we notice that, we can start to recognize that I can do hard things. I can do the things I value with this pain. I can live alongside this pain. I don't need to be in a tug of war, constantly trying to change it. I can take it for what it is in this moment and still do the things that I want to do. So those are 4 strategies for you that you can try and utilize throughout 2026 to help your pain. If you want more strategies, take a look at this channel, take a look at my website, empoweredmovement.ca, and of course, my course linked below. Have a great 2026, and let's work together to help change your pain.